Kira. Welcome to Kira's Art Co. Currently, I'm working on market prepping some penguins. Gonna do this while I say some things to you. I am back, hopefully. I did some market prepping, crocheting vlogs the beginning of last year. Then something happened. I was not in the mood anymore to do any type of video filming stuff. I didn't do anything for my book channel either. I do want to get back to that too, but I also want to get back to this. And then my dad actually retired, and he is now at home sitting in this chair over here most of the time working on a new small business that we are doing together. So that's taken up a lot of time, and he's also in here a lot of the time, so I don't want to be talking to a camera while he's in here. So just haven't done anything, but now he's spending half the day here and half the day outside doing other stuff. So I thought it was time to finally do it. Sometimes it's going to be me talking to the camera like this, showing you things. Other times it's going to be like the previous video I just uploaded, where it's just no talking and I have little subtitle text on the bottom explaining what I'm doing. Other times it'll be like this, where I'm actually talking to you. But yeah, I figured I'd just get started today, because why not? It's currently April 1st, 2026. Happy April Fool's Day. So like I said, I'm currently market prepping these little penguins. I have already done my first market of the year. It was last month. It was a one-off St. Patrick's Day special market for the main market that I do during the summer. They were doing a little St. Patrick's Day spring market, so I did that. That went pretty well. Not as good as the summer ones, but obviously it's not going to because it's not really market season, but it was still good for what it was. And then I have my next market. It is a new one that I'm trying, and it's a Saturday market, which I've never done Saturday markets before. It's usually a weekday that I've done them before, but we'll see how that one goes. I've never actually even been to it, just walking around, so I have no idea how it's going to go. Hoping for the best though. It's managed by a market manager that I have worked with before, so at least I'm a little familiar with that setup, just not the market itself. And that is on April 25th, so I have 25 days to prep for it. Over my winter break, when I didn't have any markets for 2 months in January and February and the first part of March, I was doing as much as I could to get as much stock as I could of my bestsellers, and I did a fairly decent job of that. I have a ton of sea turtles, I have a ton of bitty kitties, a ton of chickens, some bees, some tiny dogs, frogs, octos, the whole bunch. And now in this next 25 days, I also want to get even more of those staple items plus some other ones, so that I don't have to be frantically making things all summer as I did last year. Main market I did last year was Wednesday markets, and I did maybe every 2 weeks. This one I signed up to be a full season vendor this year, which means every single Wednesday. Technically haven't gotten accepted for that. I did check in and they're having their application meeting next week, so I should hear back in the next couple weeks. And then I have the Saturday markets. I'm not doing every single Saturday, first of all, because that would be a little much for me personally with handmade products to do 2 markets every single week. And then since it's Saturday, I do have some weekend trips planned that I can't really take back. Sorry, my dad needed help with something. I don't quite remember where I left off. Yeah, anyways, doing 2 markets a week almost every week, maybe every other week I'm doing 2 markets a week. And I also applied for a big car show that happens in my city every year. Haven't heard back from that yet though. That is in August. And then we'll start getting into Christmas markets, but obviously applications aren't out for those yet because it's only April. In this little month break I have, I'm wanting to get as much done as I can. So right now I'm currently working on restocking things that sold at my market a couple weeks ago of the stock I had made for that. So I have a list of both my staples that I need to remake that sold at the previous market, and some items I have never made before, and some items that I haven't made for a very long time. And then I also have a couple series I'm working on for short form content on Instagram, TikTok, shorts here on YouTube. I've really stepped up my game this year because previously I really didn't care about that, but I realized that's how you make business when you're selling online things. Because obviously I do markets, but I also sell on Etsy primarily throughout the whole year. So I have stepped up my content game. Currently working on making My Little Pony characters. Currently I have Rainbow Dash, Twilight Sparkle, and Rarity. I need to order some yarn colors for the other ones I want to do. I'm doing like the core 6 of My Little Pony Friendship is Magic because that's what I watched growing up. So that's the characters I know. Plus I want to do Minty because A Very Minty Christmas, whatever it's called, that little short movie. I watched that on repeat when I was a kid. So those are the 7 I want to do, and I've done 3 of them so far. I've only posted the Rainbow Dash one though so far. I'm kind of trying to spread them out so they're not all posted in a row. And then the other one I have not yet started, but I do have all the yarn I should need for it, maybe, I don't know, is making my favorite dragon pattern, which is the Diddy Dex dragon snuggler by Handmade by Jody. I've made so many of them in the last couple years. I want to do them in a sparkle glitter yarn rainbow using Premier Parfait Chunky Glitz. So far I did do the black glitter one and did post like a making of video of it, but it wasn't under like the making rainbow glitter dragons series. And I also did just sell that yesterday on Etsy. Someone bought that, so I'm going to have to remake it so I can get a video of the whole rainbow. I probably won't list it until I'm finished with that, so I don't have to do it again. I think I do have enough of the black left. I don't have to order more to do it, but we'll see. That's also what I'm doing with the My Little Pony characters. I'm not listing them yet until I have all of them done, so I can get some content with all of them together when I'm finished with them. So that's why you might not see them on my Etsy for a little bit. I do plan to do a yarn order pretty soon, like maybe next week. Premier just posted this morning that there's new Parfait Chunky colors as their like April Fool's joke, and the joke was they're not coming out today, but they are coming soon. So I might wait a week or two to see if those ones come out because there are some colors I want to get and try. Also, in the last month or two, they announced they were discontinuing some Parfait Chunky colors, and tell me why they're like all my favorite colors. So I got their like bag of 3 deal for $10 for the colors that I really liked. And the one I am most disappointed in is Pink Lemonade. That is my favorite pink color of Parfait Chunky. So I got 2 bags. So I got 6 skeins. I think I've gone through 1 so far. So I'm gonna try and savor that as much as I can. I'm getting to the point where I need to count my stitches on this penguin. I did finish the classic color one, so I'm working on the blue one. I did 2 pinks yesterday, and then after these 2, I will be done with my penguin list currently. For my little penguins, I have 4 colors that I know like sell okay decently, and that is the classic black and gray, blue, pink, and purple. So I brought 2 of each from my market last time, and I came home with 3, so I sold 5. I might have only had 7. I don't really know. I don't know, but I came home with 1 purple, 1 black and gray, and 1 blue, so I'm remaking my second black and blue ones. I did my 2 pinks yesterday. I would love to make another purple one, but I am completely out of the dark purple that I use for the head because I use that for Rarity's hair for the My Little Pony. So that's gonna need to be in the next yarn order. So I can't make it right now, but I will hopefully have it with a new yarn order before the next market. So that's gonna need to wait a minute, but I also can get these listed right away on my Etsy. Just need to restock them. I have a couple things I made yesterday I need to take pictures of. I'll show you those. I made a confetti bee yesterday because I sold 1 classic yellow and black bee at my last market. So I made this one in its place. I've never done this one before. I have done just the yellow confetti with a solid black and solid white because I hadn't gotten the confetti black before, but now I have confetti in all 3 of the colors, so I did a full confetti one and I love it. So I need to get this listed today. And then I made this guy, which is something I haven't made for at least a year. I think the last time I made one of these was 2024 because I remember it sold at a Christmas market for 2024, and it is the Cow Snuggler by Mama Made Minis. Only issue is you can't really see his embroidered eyes because they're on the black spots on each side, but it's okay. You can tell it's a cow. It doesn't really need eyes, but you know they're there. I did this because another short form content series I'm doing is using up my Bernat blanket yarn, which I use mainly for snugglers, and I have so much left over from when Joann's went out of business. I bought a lot because that's what Joann's mainly carried for like chenille blanket yarn, but it's not my favorite. It's very inconsistent in the thickness, Like this white is really soft and the perfect like thickness that I like to use for blanket yarn. The black is a little thicker, and then this color for the horns is unbelievably thick in comparison to the other two colors. And this lighter tan was also good. I liked that one, but it's just too inconsistent for me. I do really love the mystical yarn. I find that is always pretty consistent, and I can use my 5mm hook. This one I use 6mm. I prefer to use 5mm. And once I go through this, I want to switch over to using Premier Basic Chenille, which is also blanket yarn, pretty similar to Bernat blanket, but it's like the perfect thickness I like, and they are usually consistent from what I've used of it so far. So basically I'm just kind of like wanting to switch over, so I am primarily using Premier brand yarns across the board because I use Parfait Chunky basically all the time for everything else besides snugglers and some big stuff. So working through my Bernat blanket yarn, so going to be making a lot of snugglers for this next market. Hopefully have a couple on my list, ones I haven't made for a long time and completely new ones, but we have this guy so far. He also needs new pictures because it is different to the last one I made. So yeah, I'm going to finish making this penguin. What time is it? It is 11 o'clock. I need to start thinking about lunch. I'm gonna get this penguin done. Currently watching the new episodes of Daredevil Born Again Season 2 that came out last night. After the penguin, I am not sure what I'm gonna do. I only have 2 bitty kitties on my list that I need to remake because one sold at the market and then I sold one on Etsy the other day. The one I sold on Etsy was a Siamese cat, so I definitely need to make another one of those, and I think the other one was calico. So I think I need to make those. So I'll make this penguin and then I'll do 2 bitty kitties and see where I'm at from there. So it's been a little bit. I've had lunch, so that's out of the way for today. I finished this Siamese bitty kitty. Cute. This is to replace the one that I got an online order for earlier this week. So replaced that, and I had just the right amount of cream Parfait blush left to finish it, so that needs to get added on to my next order. Going in my scraps for now though. I have not started the calico bitty kitty yet. That is the one that someone purchased a couple weeks ago at my market, so need to replace at least one because those are probably the most popular, I would say. But I have scoured the entire office, all the spots I have yarn. I cannot find any of the white Parfait blush, and I could have sworn I had a new one somewhere, but I guess I just don't remember using it because I did make a large calico loaf cat, so I guess I must have cracked that one open and finished it and don't remember, unless it's just hiding somewhere and I have no idea where it is. So that's fantastic. Also need to get more of that. I also only have this much of the black left, which definitely is enough for a bitty kitty. So anyways, I'm gonna have to use Bernat for the main body color of the calico bitty kitty. This is the same Bernat that I just told you about with the cow snuggler. That I actually do really like this one. It's honestly maybe the softest Bernat baby blanket I've ever felt. I do really like this skein, so I'm fine with it. It shouldn't turn out too different. I'm hoping I won't have to take new product pictures online for it. This one I won't have to. It's literally the exact same as the one that sold, so I just need to get that relisted. So this is the next thing I'm going to work on, but while I was like up and walking around cleaning up my lunch and stuff, I decided I would get out of the way filming the opening section for another short form content series I had started in the last couple weeks, which is a random color generator picks the colors for a snake, because I hate picking the colors. So I can never think of a good color combo. Obviously I have a backlog of ones that I've made already and have sold. I was completely out of snakes, needed inspiration for colors, didn't want to sort through Pinterest to find a good color combo, so I said, let's just let a random color generator pick for me and make it into content, because why not? But I just did the opening section, like I said, for that, where I pick the colors with the color generator, and this is what it had in store for me today. A bright red, goldenrod, and sage green. A very, very light sage green. So I'm using mustard, poppy, and chartreuse. For my last snake, I was like, I want to see like what all of the combinations could possibly be. So I made a little graphic. I don't know how well you're going to be able to see this. I made a little graphic where I just have 3 snakes, and then I did it so the layers, to make it easy for me, I just have to color 1 full layer, and with the first color, it'll color the body of the first snake, the main stripes of the second snake, and the tiny little secondary stripes of the third snake and like so on for the next 2 layers for each color so that I can get like the basic color combos, and then once I pick which one I like of this, I can go back and do the opposite of the stripes, you know? So for this one, I think I definitely like the main body to be green. Here you can see now I did the middle one to be the opposite. And I think now I like the red body. But I do think I like my initial first choice. So we're gonna do that. So that's what I'm going to be doing later. So I'm gonna do the bitty kitty first, and then I will do that snake. And after that, for today, I don't know how much more I will get done. It's currently 1:50. I want to get started on my rainbow dragons because I have all of the horns for the 8 or 9 that I need to do. Actually, I need 2 more now that I've sold the black sparkle one. I just have them sitting there, and so like I want to get rid of them. But I think I want to do the whole My Little Pony series first, get those posted first, and then I'll have the rainbow series to do after that, so I don't have like 2 things going at once, of like a set of something, you know? And then also if I do the ponies first, those are the ones that like I need more colors for, but I don't know how much I need yet. So I think I'll get that done first so that I will be ready to place a yarn order next week maybe, with the colors I need for those. So I think I have enough, depending on, I have 2 color choices I'm deciding between for Pinkie Pie. So maybe, I think I definitely have enough to do Fluttershy, so maybe we'll do her first. I know I don't have the right colors for Applejack. I need to get the body color. I don't have that at all. I do have colors for Minty too, but I don't know if I'm gonna like put her in with the rest of them or if I'm just making it for myself. Not like to keep myself, but like making because I just want to make her. Also sometime this week, it's currently Wednesday, sometime this week I need to get my desk cleared off. It's getting to a point where it's too much, and I also have a sticker cutter on here which I haven't used in months, and as of last month I completely took all the stickers off of my Etsy because I was just sick of making one here and there every other week or something. So I said that's enough. So I need to get that situated away somewhere in case I ever need it again, but it doesn't need to be on my desk, and then I can make a little like tripod thing out of boxes or something because right now it's just on my computer stand and it's not tall enough. And also the ground of the office, I have all my market bags up here, which I don't really need them up here. Camera's gonna die, so I'm gonna shut up now. I'll come back and update you when I'm done with the cat and the snake. Maybe tomorrow, actually. Probably tomorrow. We'll see. Good morning. It is the next day. I should probably grab what I made yesterday to show you. So yesterday I showed you the one Siamese cat and the 2 penguins, and then I finished the calico bitty kitty. Got that relisted on the shop. I did the random color generator snake. Here's how it turned out. Not upset about it. Again, not a favorite, not one I would have picked myself, but I can't say it doesn't. This is in the bucket to take pictures of today, which we need to do because I didn't get that done yesterday. And then I was just looking at my to-do list of what I could get fully done yesterday and done quickly. So I decided to do pickles because I only wanted to make 2 more for this next market because they haven't been doing fantastic lately, but I only had 1 left, and I also found some yarn back in that cabinet that I've been holding on to for a couple years. It's a perfect color to just use up and make pickles, so I made 2 in this lime green. This is a Hobby Lobby yarn. I don't really remember what it is. This was honestly one of the first plush yarns that I picked up in 2023 before I did my first ever market in December. I used it I think for 1 or 2 frogs, and I got 2 skeins of it. So finally getting through it. This is what I have left of that first skein, and I have 1 more to get through, and they're probably just all gonna be pickles. Maybe I'll do some frogs, but I don't know. It's more velvety than I like to use normally. We're gonna get through it. I also have the same exact yarn in pink, so if you have any ideas what I could do with that. Pink frogs maybe? I have no idea. Those need to get pictures taken of because they are slightly different than the key lime color of Parfait Chunky, so I don't want to put them as the same thing because it's like a little bit lighter. That's what I did yesterday. My wrists have been hurting quite a bit the whole past week or so, so I decided today would be a full no crochet day. And whenever I say I'm going to take like a day break from crocheting to give my wrists a break, I always end up doing something crochet. But today I'm fully committing because I actually do have a lot of computer work to get done, and cleaning. So we're gonna do those 2 things. First I wanted to show you the orders I have currently. I was gonna go to the post office either today or tomorrow, but then my dad needed my car today for something he's doing, and I don't like driving his car, so that decided that I'm going tomorrow. But I still want to show you. So this first order from a couple days ago was for this black sparkle dragon, and like I said, this is the yarn I'm going to be using for my rainbow sparkle dragon series. It's Premier Parfait Chunky Glitz. I got every color of the rainbow. I was going to use this one as the black one, but someone purchased it before I even started the rest of the rainbow, so I will have to make it again for that video series, but I won't be listing it again. Initially, I had made this one because I wanted a toothless dragon for my market a couple weeks ago, but the toothless pattern I have and have made before, it takes a lot more time than this one. It's a lot more intricate. I simply did not have enough time to do that, but I wanted a toothless looking dragon, so I just did the black sparkle with the green eyes. I didn't put toothless on my list this time because again, I don't know if I'm gonna have time to do them or if I'm gonna have enough yarn of just like the solid black, but I don't know. Hopefully I'll have another one of these by that time to be toothless. So anyway, I pulled this guy out. He'll be going in order, and then an order I got this morning while I was sleeping was for 6 of my little mystery stingrays. So those will get packed up tomorrow. I'll film that tomorrow. But for right now, the first thing I'm doing today is going to be cleaning the office, both my desk and the floor. I will show you around real quick in a second. And then the other thing I need to do is work on a pattern I'm trying to do. My first ever time writing a pattern and creating my own pattern at all. And I could not have chosen the most complicated thing to do and to explain to have someone else try and do it. We'll get to it in a bit. I'll show you it. I have the whole pattern written out. I made one prototype while I was writing it, and then I tweaked it, made a second one, and then I finalized it with a third one to get pictures and stuff. So I have all those. I have all the pictures of making it. I have all of the written instructions on Canva right now. I just need to add in the pictures and then work on the like introductory part where I kind of like explain the difficulty of the pattern, what yarn you should use, that stuff. Also still need to get like final pictures, and then I need to make at least one more to get the yarn weight, how much yarn is used, so I can put that, because I like to know, because sometimes I don't know if I have enough yarn to do it, so I would rather it say it in the pattern. So I'm going to do that for my pattern because I like that in patterns, and also to time myself because I haven't done that yet, so I can also put that in the pattern as a bit of a reference, even though obviously everyone crochets at a different speed. Just for a little reference, I want to put it in there. So I need to make at least one more. You're probably like, what is this that you're talking about? We'll get to it after I finish cleaning in a little bit. So that's the goals for the day. It's currently 11:30. The only other plans I have for the day is going to see the new Mario movie at 8 o'clock tonight. So I need to leave here at like 7:40. So I have until then to do all of this work. Oh, I also need to make the thumbnail for the last video I would have posted because I have it all edited. I just need to make the thumbnail. My least favorite part. All right, I'm gonna give you a little tour of the office situation that needs to be cleaned up and we'll get started. Okay, to start, here's my desk. Yeah, it's a disaster. This is the area I want to get cleaned. I'm not even gonna show you the other side that I also do want to like clean up, but it's even more of a mess. So it's gonna take a little bit longer. But this is the cutting machine I was talking about yesterday, I think. It just needs to get off the desk. It's taking up too much space and I'm not gonna be using it anymore at the moment. So it needs to go. I need to find a place to put all these dragon horns. This is staying on the desk. This is like my baby sea creature bin for orders. This is the other situation. All 3 of these bags are like wearables and accessories that I don't really need until market days. So I think I'm gonna take them downstairs. And then this is another one that I don't really need right now unless I get an order for something. It's all my larger sized plushies that I just throw in there when I'm done tagging them and taking pictures and stuff. So also probably gonna move that downstairs because I really don't need it, again, like I said, unless I get an order for them, which isn't very often for the larger guys. These are my bags of the baby sea creatures that are in my inventory already and like my back stock for markets. Got my My Little Ponies, things that need to be taken pictures of and tagged. I need to organize the Jellycat bags. This is how I separate my smaller things in the larger market bags for market days. This area is fine right now. It's just like all my smaller little things for markets. And then over here, I need to find a bag to put all of this stuff in. This is my current personal project. Me and my bestie decided we wanted to make F1 blankets together as a project to work on while we are watching the races together. I have all the yarn colors I'm using for that, and I have some of the squares made already. I just need to find like a big bag to put them in that's not on the floor. So that is the goal for right now, cleaning up my desk and the floor. I'm gonna throw on some Hannah Montana because I started a rewatch after the anniversary last week. We're going to listen to that and clean up, and I'll get back to you when I start working on my pattern. Okay, so I got rid of the market bags and pushed everything else up against the cabinets. It's still not super clean, but all of this stuff is freed up now, and it wasn't before, so I'm okay with it for right now. We have my market yarn bag, cash boxes down there. On top of that, I put the picture taking tagging bucket, and then this one is where I will put things that need to be moved downstairs to the big market bags when they're ready. So this area is all good now. Wasn't able to find something to put the blanket supplies in, so I currently just have my finished squares and all the rest of the yarn colors in the bag I got from the store when I bought them. And then I have my working colors that I'm currently using in my to-go bag. And they will either just stay right here or I will move them into our spare room. So that's what is happening with those right now. I also cleaned up my desk a little bit, both sides. Found a spot to put the camera. I made the thumbnail for my previous video. Got that all ready to be uploaded tomorrow. So that's off my list. I forgot to mention another thing I want to do at some point today whenever I need a break from my pattern writing is go through and pre-edit all of the short form content videos I have in my photo album on my phone, because right now they're just scattered all over the place and I like edit things the day of that I post them. But I want to have like a backlog of things ready to go, because I do right now. I have videos that like my Little Pony ones where I filmed the process of making them, but I don't want to post them yet because I don't want to post them back to back. So those videos are just floating around my photo album mixed in with other normal photos and such. A separate photo album for those videos that aren't edited yet and need to be edited, and then I want another separate photo album for fully finished and edited videos that are ready to post. And then I can delete the footage from the other photo album. So I have them separated, and then I also have them separated from the rest of my photos. I think that'll be really helpful for me because right now they're kind of all over the place and I forget videos I have, and it will be nice to have things just ready to go and I don't have to worry about them on days that I like don't want to do it. Because yesterday I didn't post because I just like I don't want to edit anything right now. So I want to do some of that whenever I need a break from this pattern, which I've done one page and have totally finished one little section of it and I'm already ready for a break. But anyways, I'm gonna show you what this pattern is because I've already talked enough about it without showing you. I wanted to make an F1 car, a race car. So I went searching on Etsy for a pattern and Pinterest. Could not find one that was the style I wanted to do. I couldn't find one that was in chenille yarn. It was all like acrylic yarn and it wasn't as detailed as I wanted it to be. Didn't look exactly how I wanted it to. So I took it upon myself to make my own pattern. Girl, for your first pattern, you're gonna do a race car. Okay, so I did that. I can show you my little drawings that I did. I started working on this. When did I start doing this? January? January 5th is the first picture I have of these drawings and working on the prototype. This is my first sketches of them. And then I have like 10 pages back to back of me trying to figure this out. And from that, this was the first prototype. She's not that cute. This front wing situation and the back wing too, just no, the tires are too big. I made the tire line like an actual row. Didn't like how that looked. That was the prototype. Then I went in and I did some tweaking, and somehow on the second one I got it right how I liked it. And here's the final pattern. I decided I wanted to embroider the tire line and actually did a video tutorial to put into the pattern because I tried writing out how to do this. That was a mistake. So I did it. I had to do a video. But yeah, I figured out how to attach the front wing to the tires to hold it up while you're crocheting it on. Same thing with the back wing. It's attached to the back tires so it stays up. I don't think it's perfect. For my first time doing my own pattern and it not being an animal, which is what I primarily do, for me making a car as my first pattern, I feel like that's a little crazy. Just me? I don't know. Also, I did a McLaren because I really wanted to do the Google wheels. This is not going to be in the pattern. I just really wanted to do this for myself. I will be keeping this one and I will be putting a 4 on it. Thank you very much. I'm also going to be keeping the prototype, obviously, because this is not sellable and it doesn't match the pattern at all. So probably will put a 16 on this and just have it as decoration. So this was the second one I made to like actually finalize the pattern and such, make sure it was how I liked it. And then I went and I did a third one reading the pattern and also taking pattern pictures as I was making it, which took me so long. And I did another Ferrari, and this will be the one I use for like the main photos as well, because I think the red is like most recognizable as that's a race car. So here it is. Don't know if I will probably sell this one, not too sure. I don't need to keep 3 cars 2 of which are both red. I think I'm going to do a blue one for like testing my time and how much yarn is used, and also for like a secondary cover photo option, because I know I have enough blue yarn to do that. Yeah, I eventually at some point this year want to do the whole F1 grid, all 11 teams with like full color changes. So like I'll put a picture of what the actual Ferrari car looks like. Like the top piece is white with like the blue circle for HP, stuff like that for each car, and like do like that as a video series or something. That's gonna take a lot of time though. That will be throughout the year. I also want to test it out and see how big it would come out using acrylic yarn, so I can also put that for picture reference in the pattern. So I'll do that at some point. I would probably do that once I hopefully get this out for testers to do it. I don't even know how I'm gonna do that yet. I don't know how it works. I've never tested a pattern before. I should probably do that like the next week, see if I can scour Instagram to see who's doing like pattern tests and see if I can get into one, so I can see like how someone else does it and kind of take some inspo from that, since I have no idea how people do it. Or I'll just wing it. We'll see what happens. This pattern is probably not going to be released for at least another month. I'm aiming for the end of this month before the next race, because there is an unexpected break in the schedule. There's no races all of April. The next one is the first weekend of May. So I'm hoping by that weekend this pattern will be out. I don't know. Working on the pattern. So far, the only page I have finished right now that I'm like not probably gonna touch anymore, unless there's something I notice needs to be changed as I'm making this next one, is the tires, like the tire base. I just put all the pictures in. I put like the picture letters, like photo A, photo B and stuff. It's all done. Now I need to do the page for the embroidery. That shouldn't take too long. I just have to add a couple pictures of like the finished thing and somehow make sure the video actually is attached to it. Don't know how to do that, honestly. I really am just winging this completely. No clue what I'm doing. So if anyone has tips, let me know. I've watched so many videos of other pattern designers creating patterns and their tips and stuff. But yeah, here is a little sneak peek of it. All right, here's like a little sneak peek of what it's looking like so far. I'm gonna keep working on this, keep watching Hannah Montana. Going to get hopefully at least the tire embroidery page done, and the front wheel suspension pieces page, and then the main body pages before I take a break. Is that gonna happen? Probably not. I might have to use a reward of getting to take a little break to play some Dreamlight Valley after I finish, only if I finish these pages, take like a little hour break. I really want to get all the pictures into this today, which in theory should not be that long, but I also have to add like all the photo letters and stuff and like references in the written part. I don't know. I'm overwhelmed a little bit, so I'll see you later. Update time. It is now 4 o'clock. Took a little bit longer for a break than I probably should have, but no, it's my chill day, okay? Let me be. Before my break, I did do what I said I was going to do. I got everything for the tires, everything for the suspension, and everything for the main body, including the little top piece. Completely written up, pictures uploaded, and labeled. Hallelujah. Those were the easiest parts. Next is the halo. I took so many pictures for this. I have 9 pictures for just this. This is the halo. Had to take 9 pictures just for this. So that I think is the hardest part. I mean, adding pictures for sewing isn't going to be that difficult. At least, hey, you know what? At least I have the real hard part done, which is writing everything out. Looking on the bright side, I guess. Alright, I'm just gonna do it. This pattern is already 14 pages long. I was able to condense 2 sections down to fit them both on 1 page. It was 15 pages, got it down to 14. And this isn't even including like the introduction pages and stuff. So I don't know if it's like my text is way too big or what, but I'd rather it be bigger than not being able to read it. You know, I'm procrastinating, can you tell? I will be getting this done today. Putting the pictures in. Mark my words. I have 3.5 hours left to complete it before I need to go get ready to leave. I think I watched like 5 episodes of Hannah Montana while I put the other pictures in, so let's like finish this first season. I think I can do that, honestly. I have like 7 episodes left. Let's do it. That's the plan for the rest of today. Tomorrow, like I said, I will be packing up my 2 orders and taking to the post office. My mom is off work tomorrow, so she's gonna help me finish up some of my tax work. So that's probably gonna take up a little bit of the day. I will probably start working on my next pony, which I think I mentioned yesterday. I'm probably going to do Fluttershy next. So I think I for sure have enough for her. And then I will probably do another like quick thing that I can get done. One of the little tiny guys I only need one of so I can work it off. And then I think we're doing another movie tomorrow. I think we're seeing the drama. Don't know what time. We'll check with the group when I see them tonight though. So that will be the last thing for this. I don't know when I'll check in with you again. Also, it might be the last day of film for this video tomorrow. Even though it's only been 3 days, I feel like I have talked so much. We'll see. All right, bye-bye. Friday. As you saw this morning, I got my orders packed and I've already been to the post office. Currently taking my lunch break, as in I ate lunch and now I'm playing my game because I don't have motivation today for some reason. I don't know if it was because it was such a late movie last night. Me and my friend group, we usually do movies on Friday nights at like 6 o'clock, maybe 7, but the Mario movie some reason came out on Wednesday. I don't know why that happened, but Wednesday didn't work for us to see it, or the Tuesday before I was like the pre-day screenings. So we went last night and the time that worked was 8 o'clock. And so I didn't get home until like 10:30 when I'm usually in bed by 10 at the latest. So I don't know if my system is just like still not fully awake or something. I don't know, but I'm not really feeling it today. I'm gonna push through, but I'm allowing myself a little bit of a break to recalibrate. Anyways, Mario Galaxy. I don't even know what the actual name of the movie is. The new Mario movie. Good. I don't quite know what I'm gonna rate it on Letterboxd yet. I gave the first one 4.5 stars after the first time seeing it, and I rewatched it and I bumped it down to just a 4. Probably will rate this one a 4 too. I don't remember the first one that much. It's been a couple years since I watched it. But I feel like I did like this one just the slightest bit more because Yoshi was in it, and Yoshi is my favorite. So I was very excited about that. He was adorable. I don't believe we're seeing the drama anymore tonight. I think something came up for them, so we're gonna have to go another day probably. So I think I'm free for the rest of the night. Not too sure. Also, I feel like I have to say this now because I just started filming things again, so I haven't been able to talk about any of the movies I saw this past year. Project Hail Mary, I have already seen it twice, and I will probably see it 2 more times before it leaves theaters. Finished the book 2 days before seeing the movie, gave that 5 stars. Saw the movie for the first time, 5 stars. I genuinely don't know what it is about it, but like it's perfect to me, both of them. Am I a sci-fi person? Slightly. It's not like my go-to genre for books or movies, but I do enjoy reading and watching them when I do. So maybe I am. So if you have suggestions, please let me know. I want to see it in ScreenX for sure. Anyways, let's get into business talk now, shall we? So yesterday, be proud of me, I got all of the pictures into Canva for my pattern, which means that part's completely finished. The actual pattern itself should be completely finished unless I notice something on my final make of it before releasing it that needs to be edited. Now I just need to do the introductory portion of it. Like I said, I do need to make another car, which I will be doing next week. I'm not starting that today right now. That'll be for next week, probably next vlog. Anyways, this morning I started on Fluttershy for my Little Pony series, and in an unfortunate turn of events, I don't have enough yellow to finish. Literally, I had like 3 rows left of the head, and I could have called it good for right now and just ordered more yellow and finished the other pieces I need for later, but I currently just have an unfinished body. And I started working on the mane, which I will finish the mane and tails because I have plenty bubblegum left. I'm still undecided of what pink color combo I want to do for Pinkie Pie. Actually, no, I did say body, I want bubblegum. So maybe I'll do Pinkie Pie next. So I definitely have enough for this, body for this. And then I am a little worried about how much yarn I need for the mane. I do have both. Do I have both colors? No, I only have one color. I will be placing a yarn order on Monday because I'm completely out of yellow, like I said, and this is one of my most used colors. And then I need to get a couple more colors for the other ponies, and then just restocking colors I'm completely out of as well, or running low of my main used colors, which is mostly like all the pastels and some parfait plush. Remember, I'm completely out of white and basically out of cream. So anyways, I will be finishing the other 2 pieces for the mane, and then the 2 pieces for the tail for Fluttershy that I need to do. And then I guess she's just gonna sit on my desk for a little bit until the yarn comes in. And then looking at my list, I think for the rest of the day after that, I want to work on some of my tiny animals and just do ones that I already have product pictures and listings made for on Etsy, so I don't have to worry about taking new pictures and uploading them. I can just mark the stock as in stock again. So that would be a cow. I think I need a pink spot cow. I think that's the one I just sold. Dogs, but I'm not really in the mood to do the dogs right now. Elephant, koala, or tiger are ones I already have made. Definitely think I'm going to do the tiger because I really do like the tiger. It's probably my favorite tiny animal, honestly. I'll probably do the tiger and koala because elephant, I'm not totally sure what color I want to do for that. The only 2 I've done is light gray and dark gray. I feel like I might want to do like maybe purple or light blue. Undecided at the moment. So yeah, I think my goal is going to be the koala and tiger today. And then if I have time, maybe the cow. That's the plan for today. I'm gonna go back to my game for a little bit longer. See you in a bit. So it's been a couple days. Didn't film anything over the weekend. It's now Monday. I'm here to end off this vlog, but I want to show you a couple things first and talk about something. Let me show you what I ended up finishing Friday and also worked on Saturday. So Friday I said I wanted to get the koala and tiger done before I finished my day, which I did. So these guys, I have not yet put them in my inventory and stuff and tagged them and got them relisted, but I already have listings for both of these guys in this exact colorway, so quick and easy, just relisted on my Etsy. Then Saturday I wanted to do the 2 new tiny guys. All these tiny patterns in this style, in like this size, is from Poggy's Place on Etsy. Probably my favorite pattern designer. I have a ton of patterns from her, so highly recommend her. But there was 2 I hadn't made yet from the pattern packs that I purchased that I wanted to give a try for this next market. And one is the fox, which is super cute. And then we have one that I'm probably never going to make again. And that is the lion. His face is a little crooked. I thought my tension was weird, so I shifted it over 1, but I really shouldn't have. It was fine. It's just as I was actually working on it, it looked a little funny, so I shifted it, but now that it's finished, I definitely should not have. He's still really cute, but this loop stitch, I almost gave up. I was so annoyed and didn't want to do it anymore. It's so many loop stitches. Like, it looks awesome. I don't think I'll be doing this again. And it's not worth the price that I have these for. I have these guys for like either $10 or $12 depending on the difficulty. Like the koala and tiger are $10 because they're just like a straight top to bottom. The tiger, I mean, has a couple color changes and a little extra things, and then you just crochet on the ears. But like with the fox, I think I'm going to do him $12 because the tail took extra time. It's a whole separate piece of the body. This guy, like, I want to put him for like $15. I don't know yet. We'll see. So yeah, those are the 2 I did on Saturday. Didn't crochet anything for the business yesterday. I did work on that F1 blanket a little bit there because we were rewatching the F1 movie. So I figured I would work on that since I won't have an actual race to work on it during for April. Also yesterday though, something exciting. I was accepted into Premier Yarns Alliance program, which means I have some referral links that if you use them and make a purchase from that link, I will get a small commission for it, which is pretty exciting to me, honestly. I honestly have no idea how it works. Putting it out there, I will leave some links down below. There's a ton of different links. There's like 10 different links for different types of yarns. In the description, I will leave the referral link for just the overall Premier Yarns website, and I will also leave the Parfait referral link, which includes Parfait Chunky Glitz, Parfait Chunky Pom Pom. I think the Parfait Plush. Anything under the Parfait line, I think, is what it includes, and I'm going to leave that one as its separate one since that is my main source of yarn. That's the main line of yarn that I use and have mentioned multiple times in this video. This yarn. So I will leave those 2 links. No pressure, don't have to use it, but if you feel the need to purchase some yarn using my link, it's greatly appreciated. Any commission I make from that will just go straight back into yarn for the business. So again, greatly appreciated if you choose to use it. No hard feelings if you don't. It's always there if you want it. I am actually about to place my own Premier Yarns order. I think I mentioned a few times in this video, I am fully out of some colors and I need some new colors for certain projects. So I'm gonna place that order now. So hopefully they get here next week. I don't know when I'm gonna start the next vlog. Definitely don't think it's going to be today, probably tomorrow. Stay tuned for the next one because I will be finishing up this pattern, hopefully, fingers crossed, in the next video. Plus more market prepping. I'm always doing that. Links for everything, referral codes, my Instagram, TikTok, anything you need is in the description probably. And if it's not, please let me know. If you need a link to any specific pattern, let me know. I put like the name of the creator and the pattern in the video when I talked about it, but if you need a specific direct link, I will get it to you. And if you want to purchase any physical plushies, check my Etsy, also linked below. Thank you so much for watching, and hopefully I'll see you again soon.